It's about security. The truth of the matter is, Donald Trump and I know that for the world to be safe, America needs to be strong. You know, I'm with those that are able to stand and those that are able to wave a hand who've worn the uniform of the United States of America. Would our veterans please put your hand in the air and let us show one more round of thanks? Thank you for your service. Those that have worn the uniform know that this is a challenging time for those who wear the uniform of the United States. The truth is that Donald Trump and I know we've got to rebuild our military. We've got to restore the arsenal of democracy. We've got to stop apologizing to our enemies and abandoning our friends. And we've got to stand strong on the world stage. And Donald Trump will lead with American strength on the world stage, and the world will be safer as a result. So it's about security. It's about security, everyone. When he talks in Arizona tonight, you're going to hear about security. I mean, you know, we have a saying back in Indiana that good fences make good neighbors. You know, he's down there talking to the president of Mexico, as well incoming leader of the United States should. But the truth of the matter is, I expect he's going to make it real clear. We're going to restore the borders of this country. We're going to build a wall. We're going to stop the flood of illegal immigration and illicit drugs that are coming in to the United States of America. Illegal immigration has been suppressing wages in our country. It's been costing jobs for hardworking American citizens and those that are in this country legally. The truth of the matter is, it's not just the economic cost, but Donald Trump and I have made time, and I expect you'll hear about it tonight as well. We've made time to spend time with families that have lost loved ones because of violence perpetrated by those that were in this country illegally. They're heartbreaking stories. I got a daughter traveling with me today about the same age as Sarah Root, who's from Iowa. I met with her folks. My gosh, the very week that Sarah graduated from college, at the top of her class, she lost her life to an illegal immigrant in a drunken driving incident. And that person was able to be released and now has escaped justice entirely. I mean, the truth of the matter is, you're going to hear about security tonight as well. But this election is also about prosperity. It's about recognizing that, you know, Hillary Clinton only offers this country more of the same policies that have run our economy into a ditch. The last economic numbers, our economy grew at 1.1% in the last quarter. And all she can prescribe is more taxes, more regulation, more Obamacare, and more of the war on energy that's cost American jobs. Donald Trump has a plan that'll get this economy moving again. We're going to cut taxes across the board for working families, small businesses. We're going to lower taxes on businesses in America so businesses in Florida can compete with businesses around the world. We're going to end the war on coal the day we enter the White House. We're going to have tougher trade deals, and we're going to repeal Obamacare lock, stock, and barrel. We're going to jumpstart this economy. We're going to jumpstart this economy, and the American people are going to leap forward so fast it's going to make all those experts' heads spin. I just love it. Hillary Clinton said some of the predictions about how quickly our economy will recover after Donald Trump moves forward that economic agenda. She said it was, quote, wildly unrealistic. Well, Donald Trump and I believe in the boundless capacity of the American people to set things right. And we also know the only thing wildly unrealistic is electing the same people with the same bad ideas and expecting a different result. So it's about security, it's about prosperity, but it's about the Supreme Court of the United States. Make no mistake about it, with the untimely passing of the late and great Justice Antonin Scalia, the destiny and the very balance of the Supreme Court is on the ballot this year. You got to tell your neighbors and friends in Florida, if you cherish the God-given liberties enshrined in our founding documents and our Constitution, if you cherish the sanctity of life and the unborn in America, and the ability of states to reasonably regulate abortion. If you cherish the Second Amendment to the Constitution of the United States of America, and all those God-given liberties, and let's just decide here and now in Sarasota, Florida, that the next president who will make appointments to the Supreme Court of the United States of America will be President Donald Trump. And lastly, so if you're taking notes, remember it's security, right? Sometimes you're going to talk to your neighbors now. Security. I was talking to Mike the other day. He broke it down. It's about security. All right, a stronger America at home and abroad, and a safer America. It's about prosperity. It's about an America that works for every American, willing to work. It's about the Supreme Court and the destiny of the court. And lastly, it's just about making sure that we uphold the highest standards of integrity in the highest office in the land. I mean, anybody else? I got to be honest with you. It hit me this week. I'm suffering from Clinton corruption fatigue. You getting a little bit of that? I mean, I'm starting to get cross with some of my people. They come up to me with that iPhone and say, "There's something else that just came out." And I say, "Good heavens! How many emails didn't she turn over?" I mean, we got more out today. There's news reports today that she actually trafficked in classified information after she left the Secretary of State's office. Meetings that were held, the Clinton Foundation. You know, the truth of the matter is the American people are sick and tired of pay-to-play politics in Washington, D.C. And it's exactly the kind of politics that's going to come to a crashing halt the day that Donald Trump becomes President of the United States. Okay? When Donald Trump becomes President of the United States, the rigged system that benefits the favored few will come to an end. His only special interest in Washington will be you, the American people. So with that, I got to go. I have the chance. I got to tell you, I'm flying to Arizona tonight. We're going to meet up in Arizona, and I have the great privilege of introducing him tonight. And I got to tell you, he's a hard man to precede. But I'm excited. I'm excited to be there. And I hope you'll take a chance to tune in and tell your neighbors and friends. But I want you to do two things if you're of a mind. Okay? Number one is, I hope you just go tell somebody. Okay? I hope, am I right? I hope you leave here today and you say, you know what? I mean, because I think it's important sometimes just to pay more careful attention to what we already know. We got 69 days, men and women, and I promise you, Florida always looms large in the national destiny, but that's especially true this year. And so, go tell somebody. Regardless of what you see on the media, regardless of what the media's chasing after, they're majoring in the minors every day, aren't they? I mean, you know, the media spends more time talking about what my running mate said in the last 30 minutes than they do talking about what the Clintons have been up to for the last 30 years. So you got to go tell somebody. You got to go tell somebody. Find a neighbor and a friend, a coworker, at worship or at work, and just say, let me just tell you, because I will promise you that all the TV shows in the world, all the internet sites, all the front pages of newspapers here in Florida don't matter one iota compared to when you stop and tell someone who knows you and trusts you why this election is so important, and why we must elect Donald Trump as the next president of the United States. You got to go tell somebody. Okay? Get involved. Get involved in this campaign. We're working with thousands and thousands of people all across Florida. Get involved, stay involved, run through the tape in the next 69 days. And lastly, I'll just say to you, if you're inclined to do what the Pences do from time to time, in these challenging times, I just encourage you to bend the knee. I'm someone who truly believes that what's been true for millennia is still true today. What generations of Americans have repaired to in much more challenging times than we face today, is that simple truth that if His people who are called by His name will humble themselves and pray, He'll again hear from heaven. He'll heal our land. He'll do it. I know He will. So with that, my wife's probably tapping her foot, so I got to get going. I got a plane to catch. But let me tell you, everybody, we are so grateful you came out in inclement weather. The rumbling of the storm above you, you'll be on our hearts and in our prayers in the challenging next 2 days in this tropical storm. But after you get through that, put your head down here in Sarasota. Let's put our head down, work our hearts out. For if you do all you can do in the state of Florida, I promise you, when we put Florida in the win column for Donald Trump, we will elect this good man as the next President of the United States, and he will make America great again. Thank you, Florida. God bless you.